Hi, this is H of the Stage. I'm a vocal coach and a musician, and thank you for stopping by. It's that time of the week again. Today, I'm watching the 4th episode of the 2017 singer competition. I'm very interested about this one because in the title it says Dimash sings Chinese song for the first time. So I'm really looking forward to see what that song is. I'm not real sure if I reacted to it already. Anyway, if you're watching this on YouTube, I have to say that this is gonna be a shorter version of my reaction. I can't react to the full episode on YouTube because of the copyright, but there is a way for me to react to it and for you to enjoy it and to support the makers of the show all in the same time. And this is how it's done. I basically just film myself watching the show reacting, and then you take the original video, play it on a different tab, and synchronize it with my video and my timestamps. It's as simple as that. That way you support the show because there will be ads running on that video probably if you're watching it on YouTube, and I suggest you do. But I also emphasize that you watch it on the official Juan TV channel. That's the only real way to support the makers of the show and basically in one way or another the artists that competed in the show. And if you want to watch my reaction and synchronize with my video, in that way it seems that we're in the same room and basically we're watching the show together, then you support me through Patreon. And I think that's kind of a win-win situation. Anyway, if that's something that sounds interesting to you, please check it out. I'm sure you would enjoy it. So far, all the comments that I've gotten were just super positive, and to me it's really interesting communicating with you in this way. You know, this is definitely a new format for me, but I'm loving it so much. And besides the singer episodes, I have done a reaction to a full Dimash concert. It's a D-Dynasty concert. There are also some music movie reactions, like full movie reactions, and there will be a lot of other concerts, a lot of other artists, stuff that probably can't make it to YouTube. I can react to it in full on Patreon. So it would really mean the world to me if you join us there. Okay, without further ado, this is my reaction to the 4th episode of the singer competition. This episode feels dramatic already. That's Dimash looking at his phone. That's like the normalest thing I've ever seen him. I was really sad about Tia last time. I hope this time I agree with the results completely, because last time I just couldn't. This is actually the vocal exercise that I do often, like, because it relaxes the jaw and it really helps you sing in a more relaxed way. So it seems that they're gonna combine the results of the last episode and this one, and the singer with the least points is gonna be eliminated, I think. Again, please feel free to correct me. She sings it so beautifully. And I think it's a song about war, so beautiful, breathy control in the deep notes. Nice. Listen to that vibrato and how frontal her voice is. Nice, nice. She's definitely a master singer. Even if she's not singing, you know, something too explosive in this one, at least so far, you can just hear every single perfect sibilance in her singing. I like the string rhythm here. Or like this. I'm not sure how you hold the violin. Ah. Wow, wow, wow. Who is that guy? They're always showing him. I think he's probably important to the show, maybe to the organization. Perfect. You know what perfect means? This was completely, utterly perfect. Now, I really loved it when there was this building up kind of part in the dynamics, but they also did a ritardando, which means like slowing down a bit. And that just makes it even more dramatic. Like you have dun 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 dun, and then they pick up the tempo again. They've done that, I think, 2 times. And it just gives it this kind of battle theme, emotion. Man, I just got goosebumps just talking about that. I really, really enjoyed that. Oh, so it seems that everybody who was eliminated in the last episode sings in the next episode a song. I'm still very sad and dissatisfied that she lost in the last one because I really don't think she deserved that. She was incredible. She was really good. Man, I love her hair. I don't know, there's something about her. Yeah. Ooh. Immediately I love it. Oh yeah. And the living is easy. Woo. I love the pronunciation. You've eliminated this girl. Ah! Ooh, I like the swag in her voice, you know? Something like Amy Winehouse kind of feel. A bit of Janis Joplin. Who's that guy? They're always showing him. Is he the creator of Singer? Come on. What's there not to like? That's the biggest mistake so far that this show has made. Man, she even enjoyed this performance more than some of her last performances. Why was she eliminated? Ah, I'm so angry because of that. No, Tia is going places. I just feel that wasn't completely fair. But as one of my patron supporters says, sometimes the crowd, professional crowd of 500 people, are choosing songs that they are more familiar with. Or, you know, emotional songs that maybe they feel a connection to from before. Not necessarily the songs that are maybe more technically advanced or something like that. I mean, and that's okay. It's not everything is about technique, not everything is about showing off your voice, but I think there should be a balance between objective stuff that you can really, let's say, kind of judge, and there are subjective stuff like what's beautiful, what somebody finds interesting, you know. So it's very hard to be in these kind of shows. Sometimes you also need to have a bit of luck. My dream is that my dream is no longer a dream. I will have to remember that. So he's definitely a storyteller, no doubt about that. He's a very throaty singer. I think this one is showing a bit of more range than the last one that he sang. But I, again, struggle a bit. You know, they show this backstory of this song, like him, but they don't show that about every singer. So, I don't know. You know, it's like they're playing on an emotional card. If I were just listening to this song without watching the video before, it wouldn't hit me in the same way as it is now. Definitely a beautiful story and everything, but musically, is it enough to, you know, make him continue in the show? Let's see. He has a beautiful voice color, and I like this kind of raspy way that he's singing. Really feel the pain in his voice. I gotta say that he even got to me, you know. But this guy is definitely a smart contestant. He's really playing on everybody's, you know, emotion. I mean, that what music is about, that, you know. It's what it's a medium of translating a song, telling something to somebody in an interesting way, and this guy really has a way of doing that. He's not the most vocally skilled singer in the show, but he is definitely the one that provokes the most emotion in people. For example, last time he did something cute, you know, with those children singing. Here he made everybody cry, so I think he did good in this episode as well. I think she didn't have the time to say goodbye to her mother. I didn't make to see her when she died. I didn't make it. She always misses her mother when she sings. Oh. Damn, this is the most emotional episode of all of them so far. Man, she's really crying. She's not even, over exaggerating. You can really feel that she's completely broken. She makes me smile. And this was a perfect vocalize. This feels like it could be in a Disney movie, some kind of motivational scene. Even Dimash is smiling. Imagine how hard it is to sing while crying. Your voice kind of gets stiff. You just have your voice is dried out from all the tears and huh? Did you notice how she looked up? She's really singing this for her. I love you, Mom. I know what I'm gonna do after this episode. I think she even shortened this note a bit because I can hear a little bit of trembling in her voice. Man, she really pulled it off. I was afraid for her. Man, singing with so much emotion can be a bit too much for the voice sometimes. My singing professor used to say, if you're singing something so emotional, for example, so sad, you need to contain yourself not to cry, but you want to make people cry. You want to be able to provoke that emotion in somebody, but you need to try to control yourself as much as you can. Otherwise, you won't be able to sing the song at all. But this was amazing. Feels like this is an episode where maybe singers chose the songs, because it seems like everybody's singing the songs that really mean a lot to them, like very emotional stuff. A bit of exploding P is there, like, and his English is incredible. He's a bit too close when he's singing P's, like, if he could only sing them like this, it would sound better. This one was okay. And even doing, he's spitty a bit. But nevertheless, his voice control, very frontal, very clear pronunciation. A bit of wobbly there just for a second. Wow, nice. Great. It's good to see that all of these singers are still human. There are a bit of imperfections like here and there. I love his voice. Man, this is kind of the way that I would like to sing some of the songs. He's really very natural when he's singing, feels relaxed, perfect control, not too much vibrato, just the perfect amount. This guy really knows what he's doing. There were a couple of flat notes here and there, but nothing too special. 98% of the song was just completely great. And these are kind of the songs that are maybe the closest to me. And it's also a song that I think I've heard before. Going to meet Jackie Chan. Man, I love Jackie Chan. I watched every single one of his movies when I was younger. Jackie Chan singing. It's really him. Bravo.
Yeah. How are you? Nice to meet you. I just saw you on the TV last night.
He brought him a gift. Wearing this dress is a greeting and love to honor a guest in Kazakhstan. Jackie Chan is just the coolest dude from Chan clan. Man, I would like to meet Jackie Chan as well. I really love Jackie Chan. His movies are funny. He does his own stunts. Every stunt he ever did, he did on his own. That's why he probably broke his leg, 16 times at least. Learning a Chinese song in a week. Channo. Channo.
그러면은
Whew, I'm feeling nervous about this one. I haven't listened to this one, I think. Actually, I'm pretty sure that I haven't. I don't remember the hat. Okay, definitely didn't react to this one before. It sounds perfect to me even though I don't speak Chinese. Wow, that's a beautiful note. Man, I love his soft notes. I just don't want you to be lonely. Can't express the sad feeling of being separated. I think there was a key change here, which is kind of weird because this is the second verse. Usually you have a key change in the chorus, last chorus. Key change again. Going into the full voice. I didn't thought he was gonna do this. I don't think there is a more complete singer in the world than Dimash. This guy sang softly. He sang breathy runs. He sang beautiful falsetto notes. He sang this operatic soprano voice, very high, brutally high for a male singer. He sang in his full mixed voice. He sang in Chinese and only had 3 days to learn the lyrics. And I really love this song more than The Show Must Go On. He really did better in this one. This one suited him more, and I mean, what the hell? What the hell? What the freaking hell? This guy just... I thought I couldn't be surprised more by Dimash, but he still manages to do that somehow. Oh, I'm a bit angry at him. Why is he so perfect? He even got to meet Jackie Chan. No, Dimash is really an alien. Only explanation. Okay, I'm a little bit nervous about her because she cried a lot backstage. I hope that didn't, made her voice dry out and stuff like that. And as always, she looks beautiful as an actor. Her falsetto is like silk, It's so smooth. I love her voice. It's so soft and beautiful, but I always feel that she's singing these kind of ballads. I would like to hear her in something more, upbeat. I love the meaning of this song. That was probably the cutest harmony I have ever heard with the backing vocals. Trust me, all of these songs would sound at least 20% worse without the backing vocals. Especially these kind of ballads. Man, everybody's crying in this episode. Okay, so it's again very hard to say anything about these songs. They're all very different. She sang perfectly. It was, there wasn't a single flat note, anything sharp. One thing that I'm having trouble with her is that her dynamic range is not the biggest of all of the singers. She has this soft voice. She has a bit of louder voice at times, but when she's singing in full voice, it's not that much louder or more effective than when she's singing softly. So I think that's kind of a minus. It's not really a minus, but it is kind of in this competition. Nice. Feels like a harp playing. He plays piano as good as well as he can sing. Completely amazing singing. And I love how they're really playing everything. It's not to a backing track, it's not like in some of these competitions where you act like you're playing. No, he played every single note, he sang everything. And I love his voice. The dude is an incredible singer. Dynamically, probably the best singer here. You know, just like steady. And as the song progresses, he's just adding more and more. I love them. Man, I love these kind of bands. This competition is incredible. Still holding it. That's a nice way putting the microphone down. Let me be completely honest. When I first heard the Lions, I thought they were a great band, but I thought that they didn't have enough tricks up their sleeves. I thought they were gonna get boring for me. They've completely, managed not to do that. They're completely amazing. Every song is different in its own way, and I love it when the band is so strong that I can't pinpoint anybody that's bad, or that somebody's maybe a little less good than others. All of the four band members completely great. And all together, just the synergy, amazing musicianship, amazing dynamics. This is what a real band should sound like, especially live. Wow, they're amazing. If I really, really have to pick who was maybe my least favorite in this one, that would be her. I think her song was just a bit plain, but we'll see. Eternal voting. Number 3. There are number 2 second place. Dulisha. I was just about to say Dulisha. Who could be tying the second place with her? Okay, this is eternal, voting, and it's maybe a bit less important. It just determines who's going to pick the order for the next round. But okay, so far I can agree with this. So I guess Dimash is number 1. He actually learned the Chinese song. I mean, you gotta respect that. Come on, Dimash. Number 1 is Dimash. Come on. Come on. Come on. Don't be. I don't want to sound rude or anything, but in my opinion, it was probably the weakest one of the whole performance, and they gave first place. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. We watched the 4th episode of 2017 singer competition together. Thank you for watching it with me. It means a lot. Let me know. Let me know what you think about the results. As always, to me, I don't know. I'm a bit sad. I'm a bit sad because I really didn't think this person is going to be eliminated. I really believe the person deserved better. I don't want to say, the gender of the person because this is going to be edited for my YouTube version, so I don't want to say, I want somebody to check it out for themselves. But I am a bit sad. Still, I believe that the voting was a bit more. I'm satisfied with this voting a bit more than I was in the last episode. The last one was just insanely hard to believe. This one was a bit better. I still think it wasn't perfect because first couple of episodes were perfect. I completely agreed, but something's happening. I'm not sure. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm being a bit biased, but this is what I really believe, even as a professional, even as a singing coach, as somebody who has studied singing for their life, who has a master's degree in singing, I think I can pretty fairly talk about these things. I don't like using the word judge because judging these things because as I already said, music. Music should be fun, music should be beautiful. It shouldn't be judged, it shouldn't be, it's very hard to talk about it objectively. You always you need to be moved by music. Otherwise, what's the point of it? So sometimes the more emotional songs will get more votes. Sometimes the amazing, brilliant, technical things. Sometimes Dimash is maybe more better in that way, but he was very emotional in this episode as well, and he was yet very technical. So there is a way to combine the both worlds. But what I can say is this show is still, I believe, very, very professional and very high level. I can't think of another show that is really this well, established and thought of, because even this way of voting, like 500 people in the room, I think that's still more fair than when you just let random people who maybe don't maybe this is a bit weird to say, but don't really understand the music in a way to be voting. A lot of people who are just, let's say, listeners without any formal education or any kind of musical education, they can only judge a song by what they like and what they don't like. And that's often, it's okay, but it's not the complete picture. But as I understand, these people in the crowd, these 500 people, are all in some way, musically educated, and, they seem to be more professional. At least that's what I think. I think I understood it like that. Again, let me know if I'm wrong. But I think that's a bit more maybe correct way to judge these kind of things. It's a democratic way, but it's a better democratic way than just think about it like this. Would you think about it like this? I think this is a perfect example. Let's say somebody says, I don't know, drinking soda is bad for your health. Now, if a doctor says drinking soda is bad for your health, are you going to take the same advice? Are you going to appreciate the same advice from the doctor, or as some people or some person who's not a doctor and he says, no, drinking soda is just fine? Think about it like that. If you have 500 people that say that drinking soda is fine, maybe you will take that as a, opinion. But I know that I would surely take the doctor's opinion more, because he's a professional. I think he knows more what he's talking about. People, can't know everything about everything, and at the same time are easily sometimes, fooled. They read a lot of stuff online. I mean, I think I lost my train of thought. I think maybe that's not completely connected with this episode, but I think you understood what I wanted to say. I think professionals' opinion can't be the same as a person who doesn't know too much about the topic. And I don't know, maybe you agree with me, maybe you don't, and that's okay. That's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, like it, share with your friends, consider subscribing, and hit that bell to get notified about my next videos. If you enjoyed the show, and if you would like to see full-length reactions to this show, please consider supporting me through Patreon. In that way, you support my channel, but you also support Juan TV, because this is the way we do it there. I film myself reacting to a song, and I put a timestamp, and you basically open a new tab, play the original link that you will find, and please listen to it on Juan TV official YouTube channel, because that's the only way that you will support them as well. So you basically do two good things at the same time. You support my channel, you support the making of these shows, and I think that's kind of a win-win situation. You don't have to do anything, but if you're even just a little bit interested about these reactions, please check out my Patreon page. That's where everything is happening. And beside these singer show competition reactions, I have a reaction to a full Dimash concert, the D-Dynasty concert, and I think it's an incredible concert. I also did a couple of reactions to music movies, like full music movie reactions. There's a Whiplash movie reaction, and there will be a lot more in the future. A lot more concerts, a lot more music movies, and a lot more singer competition episodes reaction. So if that's something you're interested in, please check it out. And what can I say? You look wonderful, and I hope to see you on Patreon, but here as well. Take care. Bye.